Now you remember perhaps that last year in the same period I promised you to do a mortar and pestle demo, and it didn't work. I had some troubles with my wireless, and then it was late, because I think this is a perfect demo for this period. You will soon also understand why I say that. What we want to do today is something like this. It's mortar in olive wood and his pestle. Always olive wood, also this one. I think olive wood is a perfect wood for a mortar and pestle, but of course there are also other superb woods for this job, like pear, for example, or boxwood, or all these really hard and compact and with woods with a short fiber. So I choose olive wood for today, and this here is the piece of wood I have here. It's a small olive wood. It's about 12 centimeters of diameter. I can try to focus that a little bit better. And I have a piece of olive wood also for the pestle. This has a lot of sapwood and not much hardwood, but that doesn't matter, because also the sapwood of olive wood is very hard and compact, so that works very well, of course. I choose olive wood because olive is wood you don't have to finish with an oil. It is oily by himself. You will see that when we will sand the mortar, the sanding paper will stick easily. So you will see that. That's because olive is very oily. But the oil is made out of the olives, not out of the olive wood. Yeah, the wood himself is very oily. Now let's start. I have this piece of wood. Here is a little crack in, and here is no crack. So this will be the upper part, and this will be the foot of the mortar. I will start with a spindle turning between the centers and putting a tenon on where the part of the foot is, and then I will fix it in a chuck. If you have questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. That would be great. Questions always makes my life easier. I will go a little bit out of the center with the foot, because so I can avoid a little bit this crack here, but the crack is not so deep, and I don't think that I will have troubles with this. Check the free spinning, and then let's start. I will start with my preferred roughing gouge. I don't know. This is a 45 mil or 42 mil roughing gouge. No, 40 mil roughing gouge. I have this gouge for very many years now, and I still love this one. I really prefer this to this one. It's too small. I love this, but yeah, that's because I'm used to this one. Probably no other reason. Thanks, Graziano. Okay, this is the wrong way. Okay, let's spin it in the right way. Okay. Now let's have a look. I think there is a little bit more to avoid this zone here, and then I'm fine with the roughing part. This little crack can be filled later, and yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's put the tenon on the foot. You know, or probably you know that I used to do the tenon always with the spindle gouge. So I start with the bowl gouge to do a straight cut. Oops. To do a straight cut here. And another one. For the tenon, and now the rest of the tenon will be cut with my 10 mil spindle gouge. It's still a little bit big. Okay. 848. Always wrap the barrel, pips. Oh, okay. Then I use a 60 mil spindle gouge for the foot. Hi, Elias. This piece is not bolted. This is olive wood, and olive wood is like this. I can show you some other piece of olive wood, really nice. I cut it yesterday. Have a look at this. These are really nice pieces of olive wood. Okay, I think I can. Okay, look at this. This is really nice, and olive wood is like this. It's not spalted. Another one here. Look at this. This is so nice. These are blanks for here is some crack, but these are blanks for pepper meals. Yeah, I love it. I really love olive wood, and I live in the southern part of Switzerland, so very close to Italy. And sometimes some friend brings me olive wood from Italy, and 2 weeks ago I have been in Tuscany, so I brought some by myself, and this is great wood. And soon I will go to Greece, and I'm sure I will bring some olive wood also from there. So let's straighten a little bit the food, and then I will fix this one in the chuck and do the rest. No, Elias, I don't like them so much. I know everybody likes these crush grind meals very much, but I don't know if it's because I'm not able. Probably it's like this, but I broke some because these plastic parts, I think they break easily. So I was not so happy, and they have to be very. You have to prepare the wood very with a high precision. So I don't like them so much. I use a Swiss mill, and they are really great. They cost a little bit. That's the problem. They cost even more than the crush grind. Also, crush grind is not really cheap. But I like the Swiss one more, and I'm quicker. So what I spend more in the mill, in the mechanics, I gain that in time. So I'm really happy with this Swiss mills. Okay, now I do another straight cut in the head. I do the shape, an approximative shape, and then we start hollowing the mortar part. For straighten the head, we can also use the skew. Okay, and a little preparing of the center for the hole, I will put it on. Then let's do the approximate shape. You can see well what I do, or I think I can do that a little bit more like this. Okay, straight forward, and then Okay, this is the shape. Oh. And yeah, I'm ready to hollow. Now this is the probably the most interesting part of this demo, or of this live stream, because end grain hollowing is always an argument. Yeah, no, I am very often not so happy how people hollow stained grain. So I'm really here to show you how I do that. And the first thing is to define the depth with a hole in the center. I do the hole with my spindle gouge, and the tape is to sign. So this will be like this. That's not bad. And you can see now here with the other camera too. Okay, you can hear, you can see, not here, that I marked the center. I will try something else because this camera is not so good with the quality. Okay, let's have a look at the head cam like this. Yeah, that's not bad. Oh, I can go a little bit more there again. Okay, sorry, I think that's better. Like this. Okay, I have here the sign of the center, and I have to be at the perfect straight height for the hole. So now I'm on the right place, and I enter straightly, and I do my hole. Okay. This is a center hole on the perfect depth I will need. Hi Danny, how are you? Back from work? Now I will show you just quickly how most people hollows the end grain. Here this is a little ball gouge, and you can do that like this, but you are scraping if you work like this. So this will never give you a good finish. I can show you that with this camera very close. So I will come close here and show you this detail. Okay, now you can see this is not a really nice cut. You can see this is really not a good finish. And now we will try two other gouges, and I will show you the finish with this one, and show you what I use for hollowing this. So this is a hook tool, and it's not the same, but very similar to okay, now you can see it better, to a ring tool. You can see this is a handmade tool, but it works very well. It has a straight surface here, a straight bevel here, and 45 degrees bevel here. So the straight one is for the bottom, and the 45 one is for the wall. And I can hollow that. You just I go with the straight part down to the depth, and then with the 45 degrees part I do the wall. Now, before hollowing everything, I will show you the finish, and you will see that the finish is much better. Camera number 2, and you can see here that there is no more tear out, nothing. This is a really great finish, and I love this tool. I have a similar one, perhaps it's even better. This one, perhaps it is even better, but it has a very thin shaft, so I have more vibrations with this one, but the cut is even smoother than the other one. Probably you can see that these shavings here are the best testimony of a good cut. Okay, sorry. Today I have a little bit more problems than usually. I think that's really because it's a long time since the last live stream. You can hear these vibrations. That's really because this is only a 10 mil bar, and the other one is a 16 mil bar, and the 16 mil obviously is better. But what do you say about these shavings here? This is a nice cut. This is a great finish. We can have a look at the finish again with the other camera. Okay, you can see here there is nothing, really nothing wrong, no tear out, nothing. This is a really smooth cut. I love this cut. Okay, let's finish this one. This the mortar. I can show you with this camera the movement I do. So I start like this, and then I really have to do the whole movement. This movement. Without this movement, no curve. I change the camera again, and okay, a little bit deeper. I would like to have one like this, but with a bigger bar. But the shape here is great. I love this shape. I have to ask a blacksmith, to do one for me. Okay, now I am on the bottom. Yes, perfect. So now you know that I promised you also a surprise, and I can imagine that my Italian friends already know what the surprise will be. It's a recipe, and the recipe is, I got this recipe from an old lady from Genoa, and she is Nonna Maura. She is my best friend's mom, and obviously his kid's grandmom. So Nonna is grandma, and let's see if some of my Italian friends know or have an idea what the recipe will be. Any idea? I think that's great. A little weight here. Done. Okay. Oh no, the center is still a little bit. No, I have to do another cut in the center. No idea, Simone. I can't imagine. So there is still a little bit. Ah, no woodcut today. No, woodcut. I love my woodcut. But I used to use the woodcut only when I have an undercut. When I have a straight cut, an open vessel, I don't use the woodcut. Woodcut does not give this perfect cut like a ring tool or a hook tool, because the woodcut, I can show you that. With the woodcut, I have always a 90 degrees cut, and that automatically gives a less smooth cut. When I cut with the hook tool, you can see this is the cutting part has about 60-70 degrees and not 90, and or no 30 degrees, not 45, but more than or less than 45. So it gives really the best cut you can imagine. Hi Leo, nice to have you here. Yeah, you missed the end grain hollowing part. Sorry. The mortar is already finished, and last thing to do is sanding. And I have a so good and smooth cut inside, and the outside too is very clean. So I will start with 180. This is 120. At 180 and go to the 240. Before doing that, I would like to change the shape of the rim. Also on the inside, and I do that again with the hook tool. Thank you. Really, I don't think there is another tool giving a so smooth finish in end grain. So the hook or ring tool, the hook tool what I have here, this one is nothing else than an open ring tool. So it's the same like a ring tool you can find by Sorby or others. It's the same. Also this one was bigger. It was like this, and if it would have been a ring, it wouldn't break here, but it was an open ring, so only a hook, and it broke here. But that doesn't really matter, because what I use is this part. So that's great for me. So I told you that the olive wood is very oily, and you can see that here. I'll show you that on the other camera. Okay, you can see that here. It's clocked. The sanding paper is already clocked, and that's not so nice when I'm sanding, but that's great when I use the this one as a mortar, because everything you have in doesn't penetrate easily. So usually olive wood must not be it can be finished with an oil, but it's not really necessary. When I put an oil on, it's only because it looks nicer. The grain pops a little bit better, and when I have to sell my stuff, it's nicer when the grain pops a little bit. So that's the only reason I put oil on. This was 180, and I go with 240, and then I'm fine, because this is not a deco piece, but it's to use every day, and then for me there is no reason to finish that further than 240. Okay, that's it. I do that for you, eh? I do that for you. This is a walnut oil. I changed the camera again. Walnut oil. This is a great oil because it will not stink. It will not go rancid. I think it's called. And what I said before, it pops the grain better, so it's just for this, not for another reason, but for you to let you see how nice olive wood is. Most of my Italian friends know very well how nice olive wood is, but if there is also someone else not knowing so well the olive wood, get it. It's a really great wood. So let's do the inside too. Okay, then if we have time at the end, I will also remove the tannin, but now I will start with the pestle, and then we'll see. So let's remove. Okay, I can show you that also from the inside. Yeah, nice. This is the piece I prepared for the pestle. I don't stay in the center here because I would like to have the nicer part also in the pestle, and if I stay in the center I will remove most of this hardwood part, the nicer part of the olive wood. So I will stay a little bit out of the center, a little bit closer to the nicer part. Okay, let's bring the tailstock here again. No questions? I stay a little bit out of the center also on this part, and then let's go. Oh, here we can work with about 3000 RPMs, and I will start directly with the skew. No roughing on these small pieces. I go immediately with the skew. It's still a little bit too thick. Oh, let's take the diameter. This one is quite well, so I'll do that with the same diameter, 30. Let's just check if there is still some hardwood in. Yeah, I saved a little bit of the nicer part, so that will be okay. Then a straight cut here, and the length. Oh, dang. Like this. Okay, you see, I do most of the job with the skew. I love my skew really much, and it is not so hard as a lot of people thinks. the only really important thing is to always rub the bevel. So don't go there with the cutter, with the cutting part immediately. Go on the wood, rub the bevel, but without any pressure, without any pressure. So go there and then turn slightly your skew and you see it cuts, and then stay always with the bevel, on the wood, and that works well. Also for the round part, that's a little bit harder, I know that, and I think it's very good, a very good exercise. And now here we are free to do what we want. I think I would like to have a little pear form shape, so like this, and then probably something like this. Do you love it? I think that's fine. No, I don't love really much this part. I think it's also a little bit hard to clean after using the pestle. Hard to clean. So no, it's better doing a clean finish here, so it's easier to clean. Changing the shape a little bit. Okay, I think it's much better. I hope you agree that this is better than before. No questions, or also other observations? I don't know, perhaps you would do something in another kind. Please tell me, that can be very interesting. And again the 180. And 240. And then I will cut that a little bit more. Now here there is 1 mil or less. Same thing here, and then let's cut it. And these little parts here will be eliminated by the by hand with the sandpaper, also on the other part, and then I will put a little bit of oil on this too. Oil, where are you? Here. I come here so you can see what I do. Mortar and pestle finished. What do you think about this? I'm quite happy. I think this is a good mortar and pestle. For what? For doing what? Now I will tell you. So, as Nonna Maura is now I have to do one thing. As one camera don't work anymore for showing me, I have to use another camera, and this is the number 2. Oh, okay, a little bit, so you can see me. Thanks, Simone. Don't tell me that it's nice if you don't find that it is nice. I can deal also with critics. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy about this, and it's not a great job. It's a quick, quite a quick job. So it's really one thing you can do easily. The hardest part is the end grain hollowing, and that's really very interesting. So what I have for you now, you can see it here down in the description of the video. There is and now I try to show you that also. And I can guarantee you that it is worth to try it. Why do I have this original recipe? Um, you can see the link for the recipe is called Sapori del Mondo blog. and the link I put down here. Here. My wife has a spice and tea blog. It's called Sapori del Mondo blog. It is in Italian, in German, and in English, and you can find the recipe, the original Nonna Maura pesto recipe in my wife's blog. So don't hesitate to click one of the two links down here. One is just a little bit the story and how to prepare, and about Nonna Maura and so on, and the other one is more about really the recipe. So go there, have a look at the recipe, try to prepare an original Genoese pesto, and you can also follow the blog, my wife's blog. Every week there is a new recipe or new information about spices or tea, and I'm sure soon there will be some information about the Greek cuisine. So that's it for today. Any questions? Any other thing to tell me or to say? Is there someone who makes his own pesto? I don't know. Ecco, allora, non so chi c'è ancora qua. Appunto sotto voi trovate anche due link del blog di mia moglie. Il blog di mia moglie è un blog su spezie e tè, è un blog dove ogni settimana, normalmente, o da 3 anni ogni settimana c'è una ricetta nuova, un'informazione su spezie e su tè, e tra l'altro c'è anche la ricetta originale di Nonna Maura, che appunto è la mamma del mio miglior amico, e ogni tanto andiamo a trovarla. Nel frattempo abita ad Albenga, andiamo a trovarla e lei mi ha svelato la sua ricetta originale del suo pesto, che è molto buona. Allora, nel blog di mia moglie trovi quello e tant'altro anche. E non lo so, se non avete nessuna osservazione, domanda, lamentela, idea da dirmi, io per oggi chiuderei. Now I'll be here again 1 week, and then I'll go to Greece. The Greek wood turner meeting is in Kefalonia, the 9, 10, 11 October. I will be there as a demonstrator, and I will have some day of holidays and some day wood turning with my Greek friends. Really looking forward to this. And after that, I will be back with my life. Probably I will do also a live from Kefalonia. We'll see. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. and see you soon again. Bye bye, my friends.